Man, what up, though? You already know how I go. Smash like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment, as long as you comment. No setup on this and nothing. Just giving y'all the story about this bandit I had to take in the bathroom, and I whooped him. He was a B bandit. Um, so I'm young, and a lot of people think when you're young and you fresh in prison, they see a 921 number, 98 number. They're like, well, particularly a 9, because 9 was the newest number at the time I went to prison. I had a 9 number. So they think you're a fish, a rookie year, and I was, but some of them guys don't realize, like, some guys just not for games, you know what I'm saying? No matter how young or old they are, they not for games. So me and him was cool, man. We were straight. We did business together. He was the candy man. They called him Candy Man. He was the candy man. He ran a store. Like other people, they have chips, candy. MDLC don't give you pops. Chips, candy, candy bars, fudge. The guys that have everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything you need, noodles. But this guy, his specialty is the candy. When you hungry at night, you high off them pills you got from Medline or whatever you don't stuck in or whatever you get, you high, you got the munchies, smoked a little bit. You want some candy? You go to the candy man, because he always got it. When nobody got nothing to eat or nothing like that, and you just want to smash a bag of peppermints, cough drops, or some suckers that he don't made, you go to the candy man. That's all he banged, nothing else, candy. So I'm one of them fat boys. At night, when I take that Seroquel to go to sleep, with that guy from the Medline, when I had something, we might have got drunk and I get the munchies and ain't nothing to eat, ain't no food around. It's a couple days away from store. Everybody done sold out of everything. I get dangerous and aggressive when I'm hungry, when in prison. I don't know what it is, but that's just the way it go. But anyway, me and him did a lot of business. He was an old school guy. He used to try to teach me little things, and he did. He taught me some good chess moves too. He was another person who taught me some good chess moves. Taught me how to perfect my jump shot. We was cool. We wasn't hanging out every day, but every now and then, when I ain't playing chess with my regular partner, I go play chess with him. You feel me? So anyway, strike number one was this, right? So I didn't really know about him, but I've heard little whispers. I didn't know who they was talking about, but it was him. So one day, it's this guy named James Brown. No, it wasn't James Brown. It was Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin, about 60, almost 60 years old or whatever, older guy. He gay. Real cool, funny dude, man. Like I said, I have no problem with gay people at all. But at this particular time, my bunkie went to the hole. He got into a fight. His name Pac-Man. He went to the fight. I want Pac-Man to be on here too. MLD, Real Stepper, my brother. DZ Diamonds, a.k.a. DZ Diamonds. So he go to the hole for a dumb fight. I'm going to tell y'all that story too. And I'm going to let him tell y'all it. And like I tell y'all, man, right? Any work I said I put in, and it's not being braggadocious, like I always say, same thing, braggadocious, y'all heard it a million times. It's just telling you the truth and providing evidence behind it. That's why I uploaded the paperwork on my tickets. Go see who got their tickets and they discharge packets, all the tickets that they caught. Y'all see the assault on staff, assault on inmate, assault dangerous, this, y'all see it, it's there. Destruction of property, all types of stuff. I was mentally insane, you feel me, like for a while. And I just do that just so y'all just verify my story. That's why I have people come on like Tapo G, Young Gil, guys that I was locked up with, you feel me? We verifying stories for real, for real. We on the streets where we from, we look for validity behind what you're talking about when you're a real stepper. You know what I'm saying? We need a little validity. You can't just say it. So anyway, now, Benjamin Franklin, bunkie that he got assigned to, wanted him out the room. And this guy was a blood homie. Candyman didn't want no problems with these bloods or nothing like that. So dog had like 24 hours to get on. They like, all right, we already gave you a day, 24 hours, you got to get out this room. Like I said, ain't nothing wrong with being a homosexual. Let's put that out there. Long as you're not taking bonds, okay? That's where I draw the line at. You're a weirdo. And I don't care what he done did. Except maybe, that other weird stuff. That's where I get a little bit less remorse for what happened to you. But nevertheless, nobody needs to be anything taken from them except the other weirdos, right? So he come to me like, hey, I want Ben Franklin to move in your room. And Ben Franklin, funny guy, cool, whatever. Say, Ben Franklin. Oh, dog, you talking about the funny dude? I'm like, man, ain't he gay? He like, yeah, but I need to move in your room until my bunkie go over to the west side. You know what I'm saying? Till you go on the west side of the facility, the other side. Need him in there with you. I'm like, nah, I can't do that, bro. And like I said, I don't have no problems with anybody homosexual, but when you a stepper, when you respected by your peers, when you respected by your organization, you don't want no funny looking business in your room because they're going to get the action. Why Bird Hill got him in there? Bird Hill don't mind fighting no other time. Bird Hill don't mind doing this to nobody. Why is he in there? And some people be like, man, that's weak that you care about what people think about you. But I'm in gladiator school, homie. Why would I be in gladiator school trying to look like a cheerleader? You know what I'm saying? It just don't go down like that, and it cause problems, man, with everybody. Or if Ben Franklin could start dating another man, and he'd be like, man, you and Bird Hill walked past the room, y'all was in there laughing, or y'all was looking at the same TV, he was letting you look at his TV, or whatever the case may be, man, that look kind of weird. I'm about to go check Bird Hill. And dudes in there kill you over their thing. Kill you, because there ain't many of them to go. It's a lot of them, but it ain't enough to go around for the people that's into that lifestyle. And then you got the old guys that can't get the young guys they want, so you know they try to bomb, they try to do other, and then if that don't work, guys get violent. Like, homie, you gotta go, man. You messing up my routine. This is their home. This is what they made their home, man. So he asked me that, right? I say, no, I'm straight, bro. He asked me again. I say, Candyman, I'm straight. Nah. Tell me why he had Ben Franklin come ask me. I say, Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin come to me like, man, all I do is watch sports. You already know we laugh and giggle. We cool. I just need to be in there for about a week or two, so on and so forth. Can I come down there with you? I'm like, I can't do it, bro, because so on and so forth. I'm Moorish American. He said something foul, right? But I don't want to get nobody pennies in a month, so I'm not going to say what he said about the Moors or whatever. But that's what really made me, like, cutting to him. Like, man, I said, nah, dog, we cool, everything like that, but now you being disrespectful, So he, oh, okay, I get it, man. I understand, man. I look like I'm going to just have to lock up, man. I'm going to just have to lock up. I'm sorry, man. Do what you got to do. Tell me why Candyman go to the police. The police called me on the intercom. Hey, Bird, you mind if Ben Frank come down there in your room? You said it was okay. I said, I ain't never said that. He said, oh, you didn't say that? I'm like, no, I never said that. He's like, man, what Candyman? Oh, that said you can do that, man. He can come down there. I forgot what this officer name was. He had the big mustache, he Chippewa, man. And Lime Unit. Like, man, I ain't say that. So I wait for Candyman to come down from the rock. I mean, from his wing. He ain't coming down. I sent somebody to go get him. He don't come down. So now I'm at Child. He on one wing. They go, then we go. I'm running out trying to catch up to him. I'm like, Candyman, why would you go to the police and tell them, oh, man, I did that before, man. I didn't know. My bad, bro. My bad. Okay. Nah, the situation blow over. Week and a half later. Ben Frank got a lockup. He said, hey, I want to commit suicide. They take him to the hole and never seen him again. So, fast forward. Dude, he had this white guy, right, that I was squeezing. Pause, squeeze, pressure. I was getting stuff from him. Like, hey, bro, whoop, you can stay, such and such. He goes to this kid, right, and tells him, I said, take all this candy and stuff from him and pay 1.5 on him. He like, nah, man, I only get $100 a month. $100 a store. Then if I owe you 70, I owe Bird Hill $70. I'll be in the red. He like, oh, well, it's cool. Well, then just do that. Bird Hill said it's straight, so you're going to owe both of us, and then you'll pay him on your next rib. He do it. The white kid don't tell me or whatever, right? I don't know. And then he come back to the white kid, right? After store pass, right? I get all the stuff from him. Woo, woo. He give me 70. He give him 30 and still owe him 40. or it was vice versa. I forget what it was. He came to me and said something about, I forgot exactly what it was. I think he gave me the 70 or something, whatever it was, right? So anyway, eventually, he in debt with Candyman. So he come tells me. It's like, how you get in debt with Candyman? He like, well, the last store, I gave you 70. I was supposed to get him 70, but he said, give it to you and just take the 30 and whatever it was, right? And then he say, Candyman said, you said, go up in his room and work it off. I'm so heated. He messing up my play and he putting this on my name. I say, hey, I go to somebody like, hey, what room Candyman in up there? They like, oh, room 108 or whatever it was, 108 on the left-hand side, like fourth door or whatever. People dying and tell me like, hey, yeah, it's there. I'm like, all right. Homie, I tell one of the moles like, hey, look, come cover me. Go talk to the police. Because they right there in the front of the day room when you come out. And they be watching sometimes. And they know me like a mug because I always get tickets. So I have dude go over there and block them. They talk to him. I go up to Candyman room. Knock on the door. He come open the door. I slide up in there. Now Candyman about, I want to say between 55, 60 years old. I felt bad for doing it. I go in there. I confront Candyman. He like, oh man, you know, we cool. He didn't even try to deny it. He just like, oh, we cool. I thought that'd be okay. Man, I rock Candyman about 8, 9 times. He dropped. I get to punching him again, kicking him in his rib. I'm heated that he put this on my name and he tried to mess up my play. Candyman don't even fight back, none of that stuff. I tell him, wrap that TV up, whatever, we'll wrap that TV up, wrap them headphones up, wrap them shoes up, homie. Oh man. I say, look, if I tell you again, I'm gonna pull out and blast you. Pause. we talk about some pause. He wrap it all up. I take his stuff. I tell him he got to get on. Oh man, I can't go. I ain't arguing no more. I go to the window, look, see if anybody looking. I go over to somebody else's door, slide in there like, hey, hold that for me, bro. I'm gonna come back get it. I'm gonna give you some money for holding that for me real quick. Go back to Candyman door, knock on it like, hey, look, homie, you gotta go. So he didn't want to go. He didn't hurry to wrap up. I sent somebody else up there to go tell him, like, you got to go. Then somebody else went and told him from 2 different organizations. They went and told him, like, hey, you got to go, blood. Hey, you got to go, Lord. Ooh, you got to go. And eventually Candyman dip on off, you feel me? Yeah, he say, I don't feel safe here. Went up to the control center. Hey, I don't feel safe in there. Such and such, such and such. They look back at the camera for about 30, 40 minutes or something like that. They didn't get me though. They pulled somebody else that went to his door. They pulled them and cautioned them like, hey, why was this and that take place? But fortunately, he didn't tell. I didn't get in trouble, but Candyman had to go because he tried to pull 2 things back to back. And I just couldn't let it keep sliding, because if I let it slide, and it's this serious from the point you tried to move somebody in my room, he said I was cool with it and talked to the police about me being cool with it, and then somebody would have heard Bird Hill said it's cool for somebody homosexual to come in his room in prison. That's 1 strike. Then now you got my name in some bandit stuff. So we about to clear that up real quick, homie. You gotta go. And Candyman a shooter. Don't get it wrong. He not a fighter. He a shooter. But luckily, he just ain't. He been out the mix. He ain't really been doing nothing. I guess he ain't had no strap on him or nothing like that. But that's why I was so adamant about Candyman going, because if he would have came back out that room and said he not going, I couldn't live in that environment having to look over my back every day. Because you got natural life without parole, homie. You don't have nothing to lose. You don't mind sending me home with 1 eye. You don't mind sending me home with my cheek ripped open. You don't mind sending me home with a wound through my face and my tooth knocked out from behind it. You don't mind hitting me in my throat. And I've heard stories about him putting guys all the way together back in the day for the Solars, you feel me? I heard about it. And when I say Solars, when you a Melanic, homie, them boys don't play the old school Melanics, the real ones, the G4s and them, Shaqs and them, Shaq X and I forget what his name. They don't play no roles, homie. And when they hit, them boys trying to send a message. They gonna really permanently damage you, or you gonna go to that Jackson prison. He was no longer a Melanic at the time, but he was. I know he got that militant thing in him. Now he just, he an old, pretending to be feeble man. He a real manipulator. Move around kind of slow, but you see him on the yard running laps hella fast. And one day, when I talked to him, he told me a deep story, right? He say, look, I take on the appearance of a feeble man. It's kind of like witchcraft, warlocks. They'll take on the image of somebody weak, and they invite you in the house, and they'll feed you till you get big enough to eat, take your youth, and then they go back to the old them, and you would never expect it. Just imagine if a 65-year-old man pretending like he on a cane walk up to you and you outside his house with a flat tire, right? Hey, come on, let me help you with that. Sit in my living room. It's not safe out here, honey. I'm gonna change this tire for you. Then you get in there and he got a bunch of bandits in there, or he come in there, take off his shirt. He built like a Greek god and got you. You know what I'm saying? This how treacherous and dangerous prison is, homie. This guy told me this story, and I don't know if it was to put a little bit of fear in me or something like that, or was he really giving me game? Because guys told me stories and stuff about stuff they did. And it might be to put a little fear in you, because I take everything somebody say to me and I put it in the back of my head, like, but that was the situation where I had to whoop on Candy, man. He just violated too much, man. Peace and blessings be upon y'all.